take the necessary available things for themselves. So I think possibly going also on the M&E thing he said, you should also check on the associations themselves. And why I have to talk to the Attorney is because some of these associations needs to be checked. Because associations, most especially in Nasarawa State, and that is why we are not having the effect stepping down to the people. Because mostly you have a certain number of people who just station themselves and they continue to rotate themselves in the name that they are representing the majority of the people. So sorry, sir, that's one of the reasons why I have to stop you. And on the issue of the commercial agriculture per se, I think one thing I also, growing up, I get to hear about our people here is you hear that somebody takes yam to the market and just go to buy pounded yam to eat and go back home. It's very common. Why? Because to him, he just produce enough that he would just want to consume. So they don't understand the commercial aspect of agriculture. We're talking about production here. And I see most of our discussion here is at the level of production. But how does that individual make his own benefit from what he's doing until you teach him how he himself is going to be? Because we're talking about the generality of the benefit I hear more to the state. But to that individual who is the producer himself, there's a need to step it down to his own understanding that, look, I have seen instances where farmers leave their farm because there's a political meeting.
Many times.
And they just want to go and collect the money. Are you getting it? But if that level of agriculture is he's meant to understand that, look, you make money here. I'm telling you, there's very little or more of them that you will see joining those places. So I feel most especially from the presentation of NITDA, there's need for NITDA to look at the true nature of Nasarawa State. It's not, the paperwork are good. And I must also comment after for doing this presentation. This is the first time because mostly they bring papers from the national level and they want to replicate it here, which doesn't reflect our culture and our people here. And mostly it doesn't work with us. So I'm saying this and I want to commend what you people are doing. I hope at the end that it will still not end at the paperwork. It will still reflect down to the people itself. Say, talking about the hub. Yes, Nasarawa, we are in a good position to become the hub of processing, agricultural processing in Nigeria and even Africa, as you said. We are very close to the cargo airport. I remember when I was working with the aviation, at the point Nasarawa was supposed to be a collection center where we collect all the fresh produce from the other states that are around us here and then move it straight to the cargo. Because most of the cargo planes that come to Nigeria come in fully loaded but end up going back empty. So indeed that became a concern at a certain time that, okay, how do we put in some of those things to the cargo and ensure that they are going back? So I feel that if, after can think of Nasarawa State, our proximity, we have a lot of population in Abuja, that you can still think that some of these areas that are surrounding the cargo airports, they are actually looked into. We have cheap land here, and yes, we want people to invest, but we also want our own local small and micro enterprises to be developed. It's not just about bringing in other people to come and invest here, but how do we raise millionaires? How do we raise investors from the local industries here? It's one thing that I think we should look into and we should be able to work with it. Thank you very much.
I think we have to allow